Guys, day three review of Tony Robbins Unleashing the Power here in Singapore. I'm doing this because so much learning, so much breakthrough. I mean, there's a lot of writing, a lot of things going on, so you're still integrating a lot of information. So, day three, Tony came. I think he also has to rest his voice. So, day two is his other coach, Joseph, who handled day two from yesterday. But the day three of, I would say, Tony Robbins is probably one of the most powerful days out of the whole week, just because he goes really deep into the beliefs and where you get these beliefs and recreating and rewiring your new beliefs. So for me, the biggest breakthrough was learning where my beliefs came from. So if you're struggling with any type of fear, any type of challenges in life, it's not you. It's basically your illusion or what they call perception of the belief. And we went through a couple of really deep processes. It was called a Dickens process. And yeah, day three was basically um, like a breakthrough of the whole 4-day process. In terms of learning, I think everything that we mentally know has to permeate into what you call your physiology and your language and get into your bones. So we went through a lot of deep processes. We went all in. Pitbull performed. He also did a speech, which is an amazing performance. I didn't stay all the way. I watched it on live stream. But in terms of my breakthroughs, I think everyone who's going through any type of challenges is that he said basically the two things that are people fear of is not being enough and not being loved, which leads to any type of challenges and anything in life. So um, it just basically points out like there are 12,000 people in the expo. Russia, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, China, Burmese. There was like a translation box. It felt like everyone was just there to basically get healed and understand why they're there, what is their new purpose, what is that block, which isn't really a block, it's just a perception. It's basically a glass ceiling we create in their mind based on past experiences. So moving forward, I mean, we're integrating so much to learn and so much to integrate. It's not really a mental where we take notes and just, someone's speaking. It's about getting to that peak state, and peak state is, being excited and creating new commitments, new action plans, and new strategies. So um, what's great is that we can take this into life, leaving and moving forward and create a better result, because new beliefs create new behavior, create new results. And anything that happened in the past basically is something you put a meaning to. It can be a bad thing, but if that bad thing is no longer, I would say, a bad thing, it would be a learning situation. And that's where wisdom comes in. Um, they were talking about business mastery course, which is happening in Vegas in the Netherlands. Some type of more business, more strategy, more experts who have a business or who want to build a business or who want to be better in business. That would be a great way to elevate your business. He gives $1 million guarantee of value. If there's not, he can refund it. So, a lot of things that he's doing. I think what is cool about Tony is he has so many experts, and he has so many, I would say, people and authorities to basically um, get information. Now, I'll be honest, you can see all his videos online. Tony Robbins, UPW, but the experience, it will get into your heart and soul much more, and you'll remember it forever. It's like reading a book versus, you can't explain the experience because it's like going to a rock festival, EDM festival, and getting so much information overloaded with so many visual, auditory, sensory inputs, and it's basically going to be a moment that creates a new path into many more paths in your lives. So with this type of events, you have to go at least once a year to get new training, new exposure. Because when you're in your comfort zone, the only way to go higher is train and retrain and retrain like an athlete. And his stories, as much as people say it's old, it's different when it's live. It's different when you're getting the essence of it, as well as being there and experience. There's When you're going crazy and you're like shouting, you're dancing, and you're at peak state. It's hard to. I mean, you can't put a price on it. Whatever ticket price, or there are people in the front actually just sitting down, and he was getting kind of like annoyed because you came for an experience, so you really unleash the power within, and you're really breaking through a lot of things that you thought you had uncovered. So, unleash the power within day 3 is amazing. I think it was the most, I would say, the deepest in terms of the processes we went through. Basically uncovering these limiting beliefs and creating new empowering beliefs. And maybe if you just take one thing from the whole 4 days, this can change your life, literally. Um, yeah. Also, one of the biggest learnings for me is that um, you have to celebrate, and you have to go continue to be, pat yourself on the back. And really connect with your emotions and the meanings you put behind the events in your life. And if you find some type of meaning that you're having resistance around, you can create a new meaning and create a neuro association. So, and always break the pattern of what happens in the past and what you can create for the future. So, I mean, I recorded a lot of stuff, but it's hard to explain everything. But basically, if you're looking for success, um, your story, your excuses is basically anything that you create in your mind. You may put a victim mentality on it, and you may say, "Look, he did that," but you can do that, but nothing will happen. If you don't create a new mindset, if you don't make a decision, if you don't create a decision to become who you want to be, you're gonna have two scenarios. You're gonna be in a painful situation, and you can create regret, or you can be in a new situation where you can create and work on that. And people come to these events just for that one thing. It's not just to dance. It's because people. He said people aren't broken. It's just that they're here to realign, realize who they are and their greatness. And he said, "Truth is truth." So I'll be honest. I was not a Tony Robbins seminar or audiobook fan. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So far, everything starts to connect, and it's like a puzzle. You listen to things and like this doesn't make sense. I think it was one of the new pieces of the puzzle that's connecting, and I wasn't ready for it. There are some books I wasn't ready for. There are some teachers I wasn't ready for, and it's like listening to it now. It's like, oh my God, why didn't I listen to this before? And again, you're never ready for anything unless you're really open to it. Um, yeah. So for me, my realization is it's all about why we do things in life. It's really to chase a feeling, and our biggest fears is really not to be loved and not to be, I would say, accepted, or you're not enough. And why we do things, we call it for significance. We want to get attention, and if you start realizing, have a relationship with yourself, have a great, be honest to yourself, and really have that you commune with yourself. And I think once you learn that, you're honest, you're clear, and you're not fake, and you're speaking your truth. I mean, the universe will open things for you. I mean, I see things, I see a shift now, and I feel it. And it's all about being certain and being driving with your energy, and everything is energy. He doesn't talk about law of attraction, but I feel that his processes, his psychology, and his experiences connect to my philosophy. So, for people who are looking forward to Unleash the Power, he doesn't stay to all days because he has videos that run because of his voice. He said his voice gets burnt out because his vocal cords are basically paper thin doing so many seminars. But in terms of the content and context and also the impact, I would say still attend something. I got super duper value. I bought it last minute. I think for 700 bucks. So much value. So if you guys are looking for something, attend it. I think there's another one in Unleash the Power Within is London. There's one in Sydney, Australia. Yeah. And his other business mastery class is in Vegas. There's one in Netherlands. Date with Destiny. He has a university basically called something university, Life and Wealth Mastery is part of his university. So check out his website. I mean, I think also I also realize is that for you to really level up is to have a great peer group and a great peer group that can help you elevate your mindset as well as your surroundings and attracting. You also pushes on attracting and creating having coaches and mentors. So I'm looking for new coaches and mentors to elevate not only your finances but also your mindset about business. So looking forward to that. So have a great day. If you have questions or want to get more feedback on Tony Robbins' experience, just message me on my Facebook or my YouTube. Thanks.